Hey guys, it's Myra. I just wanted to quickly go over some STDs and STI information that I think we should know now in 2015 crossing over to 2016. Um, we live in a world where people suffer from Superman complex and they feel that they're immune and that if for some reason people feel like HIV is gone, hello, Charlie Sheen just came out that he has HIV and he's been living with it for a long time. Um, in New York alone, 50,000 cases of HIV, new cases of HIV are reported every year. Mind you, those are the people that actually got checked out. We're not factoring all those people that don't go to the doctor, that don't get checked out, that don't get checked for STDs, that are going out there and sleeping and cheating and doing all these things um, just because they want to live their life and it's YOLO and I just want to have fun and, oh, like you're only young once and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then when you're in the hospital having to take medication because you have HIV or HPV or chlamydia or gonorrhea, or you're sterile and you can't have kids now because you had chlamydia, which gives you absolutely no symptoms, but it leaves you infertile, then remember me. Then you remember everything that people were telling you when you felt like Superman. 1 in 2, my friend told me this, so don't quote me. I'm not sure if this is a New York fact. 1 in 2 people have HPV. 1 in 2. That means every other person. That means for every 2 people you sleep with, one of them has HPV and may have given you HPV. And now you have HPV. I have not had sex in 2 years and I haven't kissed a guy in a year and a half, close to a little bit more than a year and a half now, because I know all these things and I'm like, oh no, I'm done. Like this, and it's so weird because nowadays it's like you have to talk to a guy and be like, I need you to get checked out before anything happens. And I know a lot of people are watching this like, what? Because there's so many people that just go out there and they're like in the moment and in the mood and they go for it. They don't even use I don't know how many people have told me that they're like, I don't like using condoms. And I'm like, nobody likes using condoms. But the reason you use condoms is so that you don't catch a disease. And so you don't get pregnant too. But people forget about that. And all they're thinking about is, oh, I'll pull out. Or, you won't get pregnant. Don't worry about it. Or I'm on birth control. Okay, but when you get HIV, that messes with your immune system. That's going to cut your life short. Yeah, people are living longer with HIV, but they're still dying because of what it does to your immune system. And as you get older, your immune system isn't working properly. So now people are dying of like pneumonia and all these other things because their immune system isn't working because they got HIV earlier. They lived longer, but they still die sooner. Wake up, America. Wake up the world. Wake up. This is really serious. This is going to become an epidemic if we're not educating ourselves and we're not consciously making better decisions on our sexuality and what we're doing with our bodies. Now, who am I? I'm just a girl who started a station. You don't have to watch this. You don't like it? Click me off. I can care less. But if you're paying attention and you really are understanding what I'm saying, go to the doctor or your OBGYN or whatever. Ask for blood tests on every type of STDs. There's 7 types of herpes. 7. Okay, it's not just 1 and 2. There's 7 different versions and types of herpes. 80% of the population has at least one. Let that sink in. Most people have an STD or an STI, which is like a sexually transmitted disease or a sexually transmitted infection. A disease can be cured with medicine. An infection stays in your body forever like a virus. It changes your DNA and it stays with you. It hinders your immune function for the rest of your life. There will always be problems. And people are not aware of this. I don't know what happened in high school. I don't know what's being taught in schools. I'm trying to be an advocate to create videos that are going to be played in schools that actually make an impact and children are actually learning about them. But guys, girls, men, women, children, it's not okay to have unprotected sex with more than one partner. If you're going to have unprotected sex, make sure that you are in a committed relationship with just the 2 of you. Having a side chick, that's not cool anymore. Sleeping with multiple women. Like Fetty Wap just had his 7th kid with 7 different women. It just drives me crazy to think how irresponsible we are. That means that he had sex with 7 women without condoms. Now, God knows what he got from each woman and what he transferred to each woman. Hopefully nothing. You know, and I shouldn't be shouting people out. I might have to take this video off. But if I don't, then it's a fact. Whatever. You guys have to really think about stuff like that. You know, and it's not just fear for yourself, it's social responsibility. You know, like, have you guys have never seen the movie Kids? Watch the movie Kids. You know, it's a guy giving HIV to these virgins, and they're just sleeping with him because they believe the game that he's spitting. And it's like these little girls, first time having sex, catching HIV. They didn't even have a shot. They didn't even get a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be socially responsible that our actions affect other people. And then there's people that are angry that they got an STD and they go and give it to everyone. And girls and guys, blowjobs and eating people out, the things that happen inside your throat, gonorrhea in the throat, not cool. HPV in the throat, the things that it does to your throat. And I was in the emergency room the other day because I had like a fever and like body aches and stuff. I just got back from traveling and I had like I caught something, some kind of virus, right? And the lady next to me had HPV for 2 years. And there was something in her throat. I couldn't see it. But the doctor was like, come here. I want you to see this. We don't get cases like this all the time. Come here. Like 6 to 8 doctors came in just to see that woman. HPV, something happened in her throat. I don't know what it was. But I've been hearing that there's a lot of things going on. HPV is messing with your immune system, kind of like HIV did. And it keeps changing and metamorphosizing, like, like a virus, like the flu. It's constantly growing and changing. And now there's 2 to 3 types of HPV, or that shot that you can get will help you resist 2 to 3 versions of HPV. However, there are other versions of HPV that you can still get, and there are too many side effects. Like, it's under the covers right now. It's like hush hush with these lawsuits that are coming out, but the shot for HPV gives you a lot of side effects. So be careful if you're thinking about that. If you're like, oh, I'll just get the shot. I don't advise it, but again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything. I'm just somebody that's telling you information that I've been learning as I'm learning, all of this. I've been working with HIV organizations since I was 17. So probably even now it'd be like 17, 18 years. A couple of years I didn't, but overall, I'm friends with a lot of gay men, and I'm friends with a lot of people that have contracted HIV because of the work that I've done. Spouses that got HIV from their spouse because their spouse cheated one time. Oh, I just cheated one time with this girl from work. And then they get HIV. Or, oh my God, it was just this guy that I came across. My ex came back and I just wanted to have one fling with him. My husband would never know until your husband got tested and found out he had HIV, and then you find out you had HIV. Then you contact your ex and you find out that he's the one that gave it to you. Guys, if you're in a committed relationship, stay committed. It's not about... Sex is awesome. Like, I swear to God, if there were no STDs, I'd be the first one to be like, I don't even know if I would be... Like, I would maybe... maybe I would enjoy sex a lot more, and I would be a little bit more promiscuous if I didn't have things to think about, like getting pregnant and STDs and STIs. You know what I mean? Like, if it was a perfect world and those things didn't exist, I think it would be Woodstock in the 1960s still. You know what I mean? And like that casual sex 1980s era. But there are these things. And we forget. Every day, we forget. Every day, it's like you're numb to the fact that these things exist. And it's you could be in a room with 10 people, you don't know what they have. They don't even know what they have. They don't even know what they have. People get tested and they lie about the results. People get tested. Find out what's going on. And if you have something, I don't know what to tell you right now. I mean, I would say find somebody that has the same thing and then be with them. Don't give it to somebody else, you know what I mean? But like, It's never okay. It's never okay to spread something. It's never okay to change somebody's future for one night or a couple of nights or a couple of months. Just think about it. It's your choice. Peace out.